Reverend Tina Baker is a woman of substance. She is a woman that has influenced the Long Island community as well as her religious community in various ways. She's a preacher, she's a songwriter, she's an author, she has started her own ministry, Tina Baker Ministries, and she is here today to tell us her story. For the first question I think I want to ask you is, how was it growing up?
Well, in the time when I came up, it was a little bit different than the community that I see today. I'm raised in the same community, but it's a lot different. It was a quieter time for me. I still had my ups and downs in life. I had my, my good times, and I had some sad moments of my life. But all around, I had my family, I had my church, I had my friends, so it was pretty much a good time.
You mentioned the sad moments. What does that mean? What were some sad moments in your life?
One of the things that I remember very vivid in my life is that I had to overcome a lot of insecurities, kind of not knowing my identity or where I fit in it, raised with three sisters. Everybody had their own vibrant personality, and I just didn't see mine. I didn't feel mine. So I kind of went to school trying to figure out who was I, where did I fit, and trying to, around my friends, am I the friend that they like, or do I need to alter who I am for them? And it took me some time to carve out who I actually was.
Right. So one thing that the youth of today are doing, the way I fully promote, is the Your Black is Beautiful campaign, talking about the beauty of being Black and the beauty of being an African American in society. And people have been embracing natural hair, and people have been doing all these different things and have been advocating for the Black youth of today. And I just wanted to ask you, did you feel as if your Black was beautiful?
No, not in the time when I came up. I didn't feel as if my Black was beautiful because they didn't have promotions like that. No one was talking about your hair is beautiful, embrace your lips, embrace, the things about you that make you you. So, one of the things that my younger sister and I did was we would put a shirt on our hair and pretend that we were Caucasian, and try to fling our hair around because we wanted to be what we felt the world would embrace. And we just didn't feel like the world would embrace us. And although, being light-skinned, I looked at the dark-skinned girls as if I loved their color. I loved the way it glowed. I loved the way it looked. And to me, everything about them was beautiful. And so as I grew older, one of the things that I did was to kind of break that from me, and so I could embrace who I was and accept who I was. I spoke to my mother, and a lot of people don't do that. They kind of live with those secrets inside, almost as if their body or their mind becomes a walking coffin. And she told me some great things about me that I wasn't channeling into my humor, which you get that from me, and my ability to encourage, and my ability to help people, and my ability to be innovative in my thinking. And it was there, but I wasn't tapping into it. And I think that's when the love from me came, when I was able to see better about me for myself. And then I looked at my hair and said, while I don't have their hair, they don't have mine. And my hair is more versatile than theirs. So I can do a lot of different styles with it. It's not to say that they can't, it's just that I found out the great things about me.
That's great. So you said that talking to your mother was one of the main factors that helped you grow and helped you come out of your insecurities. Do you feel like anything else was also a factor that helped you move forward?
Yeah, well, when we got into the young people within our church and we began to talk, we found out that I wasn't the only one thinking that. So we were able to encourage one another, tell them, I would have never thought that you thought that about yourself, to my friend, this is what I see in you. And they were able to say, wow, I didn't know that you saw that in me. And then another thing I did was I did go to counseling when you guys were much younger. I didn't want my pain to raise you. So I did go to an African American counselor, and I was very serious about it being an African American counselor because I wanted someone who understood me and my culture. And she was just awesome. And that's when I knew that I wanted to be a life coach, and I began to write books that helped to encourage, and the plays that I wrote that we traveled with was to help break the pain of our lives. And even the songs that I have written was always to help someone, because I didn't want to go through it for nothing, but I wanted to help someone along the way. And now I really embrace everything about me. My hair, I can cut it, it'll grow back. I'm not my hair. I make my hair doesn't make me, but I'm fine with the texture of it. I'm fine with the length of it. I'm fine with everything about me that makes me me.
That's beautiful. So for any last remarks or anything you want to give to the Black youth of today, any advice you want to give them?
I really would like to tell the youth today that they need to know who they are and be comfortable with who they are. A lot of young people today are still trying to find their niche, as I was, still trying to find their place like I was. And the problem is that they're looking at a guide of other young people who are still in search for themselves. And so it's almost like the blind leading the blind, in a sense that I'm looking to know who I am based upon you, and you're looking to know who you are. So once you know who exactly you are, don't change it, not for friendship. Don't change it for companionship. Don't change it to fit into a particular group. But be willing to be bold and be willing to stand apart and say, this is who I am. And I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not afraid of it. And I'm not intimidated by anyone's response, because the world doesn't need a carbon copy of anyone else. The world is looking for the unique authenticity of who you are. So we need to be more genuine, and we need to be more real. I know that when people go to school, they're away from their parents' rules, they're away from chores and different responsibilities, and have to be in the house at a certain time. But when you're you, you're not afraid to say, this is who I am. I'm not following your script. I have a script, and I'm going to follow the script that I have for myself. Be authentic.
Thank you so much. My name is Brooke Baker. I'm a freshman journalism major from Howard University. Thank you so much.
Thank you.